Hey everyone, so I like to get my day started while it's still early. I wake up at 5 a.m. and I'll head on over to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash and shave my face. The Bronze Shaver series is my favorite shaver that I like to use. After that, I'll head on over to the living room to start my morning routine. Good morning, you guys. It is about 5:15 a.m. and we're getting the day started early today. I like to start off with my morning routine. It's something that I started ever since I read the book called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Essentially, it's about waking up 1 hour earlier and devoting that time to develop yourself both physically and mentally. The author Hal Elrod uses 6 principles called lifesavers, and I'll show them on the screen here. Now, I do a portion of this for my morning routine because it helps energize my body and it prioritizes my health the very first thing in the morning. After all, your health is key to building your wealth. A huge part of my morning routine is exercising first thing in the morning. Today is my arms and shoulders workout, and the weights that I use anytime I work out from home are the Bowflex adjustable dumbbells. Now, I've had these for over a year now, and these save so much space in my living room, and each dumbbell goes up to 52.5 pounds. Highly recommend if you want to be efficient with your time and lift weights at home. If you want to grab a pair, check out the links in the description bar down below. After my workout, I'll blend my protein powder with a glass of milk and a banana using my Ninja blender, and that will be my post-workout meal. Afterwards, I'll shower and head down to the living room for 10 to 15 minutes of reading. Now, the book that I've been reading lately is called Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. This is a really great leadership book that shows you how to be the best version of yourself. And the biggest lesson that I've gotten from reading this book so far is how to approach problems and to communicate with others that are on my team. The authors do such a great job with their war stories and pulling you right in with actual real life examples. And they go into much detail about the different traits of leadership. So for example, always leading from the front, never asking someone to do something that you would never do yourself, and to always hold yourself accountable for your own actions. If you're someone who believes in continuously improving upon yourself to be a better leader, then this book is an excellent read that I highly recommend you check out. Now, before we go to my desk, I'll prepare a quick bowl of oatmeal, and I'll mix in a banana, a scoop of my vanilla protein powder, and a cup of milk. And voila, here is my breakfast. And since it's now the flu season, I'll drink a glass of water with either an emergency packet or I'll drink the Nutraceuticals Q-Defend Vitamin Bundle because it includes zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D, and elderberry, and it packs in all of these immunity boosting vitamins into one. And so far, it's done a really good job at preventing me from getting the flu, the cold, or just getting sick in general. So I highly recommend this, and I'll include links in the description bar if you're interested. Today's gonna be a really fun, jam-packed day today, and I'm really excited to share with you a glimpse into my life as a full-time project manager. Today, I am working from home, so I'm wearing something that's more casual and still looks professional when I have to show my face on a Microsoft Teams call. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Alvin and I am a PMP certified project manager. And currently, I manage projects specifically with the development and manufacturing of products in the medical industry. Now, for me, the best part about being a project manager is that I get to see the entire life cycle of a product's development from the beginning to the very end. So I work with our sponsor to create the business case and the project charter. I kick off the project to all of our key stakeholders so that everyone, and I mean everyone, is aware of what we're trying to accomplish. And of course, I lead the team through all of our project activities so that the final product can be developed and used by our customers. I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun to be a project manager because I get to work with so many different groups of people, and I'm not always doing the same thing every single day. Now, there are days where you'll be in back-to-back meetings and it's going to feel like you don't have any physical time to get any work done. But that's just part of the job. You'll need to learn how to prioritize your time. You need to manage expectations with those you're working with. And of course, to prioritize your efforts on the biggest impact and the biggest priorities. As a project manager, our biggest responsibility is communication. and making sure that everyone understands what the end goal is and what deliverables we're creating. You're in this leadership role to steer everyone towards one vision and to bring awareness to any major issues or changes that need to be made in your project. So as we go along through my day-to-day, I'll be breaking down the role of a project manager, and of course, I'll explain to you what to expect, and I'll share with you my advice on how to be a successful project manager. So the very first thing I do once I open up my laptop is to check my emails and my calendar to see what upcoming meetings I have for the day. Today, I have the following lined up: a daily stand-up to check in on my team's progress with one of our newest projects. Shortly afterwards, I'll be leading a team discussion to review our project plan, and at 11 a.m., I have a one-on-one sync with one of the engineers to touch base on their work. Alright, so I work a hybrid schedule, and today I am working from home. If I need to go into the office for specific meetings, or if I need to lead a project planning session, then I'll definitely commute to the office. Now, because my projects are confidential to the company that I'm working for, I won't be able to share with you all of the details of my projects, but I can give you the insight into the structure of what my overall day looks like. Now, when I work from home, I like to use my stand-up desk because it helps me move around much more and allows me to be more energized and productive. The extra monitor that I do use helps me also so that I can see different project plans and to review multiple spreadsheets all at the same time. Alright, so just to give you a little bit of insight, I'm managing a high visibility project using the waterfall approach. And to make sure that our entire team stays on track with our deliverables, I lead weekly project huddles with the team, and I focus on 4 very important areas. First, reviewing the commitments and action items from the past week. Second, how are we doing in terms of our scorecard? Meaning, are we on track to hit our goals and our milestones? Third, we share with each other what our biggest wins and our lessons learned. And in this way, the entire team thinks positively on how we can improve and how we can prevent any issues coming down the pipeline. And fourth, we'll review everyone's action items for the upcoming week. Now, I've structured the way that I lead my project huddles using some of the concepts covered in the book, The 4 Disciplines of Execution. So if you're interested in how that's done, check out my other video where I go into much more detail with that approach. Alright, so I just finished wrapping up my one-on-one sync with one of the engineers on my projects. Now, a little bit of advice from me. As a project manager, it's very important to meet with your team members so you can build rapport, have that transparent conversation with them, and also to understand what exactly is going on and if they're experiencing any issues that might be impacting your project itself. Cool, so it's 12 o'clock already, so let's head on downstairs for lunch. Alright, so while I'm on my lunch break, I like to listen to an audiobook at about 1.25 speed. Now this week, I'm listening to a book that many people have recommended to me in the past, and it's called Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as If You're Left Dependent on It by Chris Voss. Life is all about negotiation, from buying a car, negotiating your salary, getting a promotion at work, buying a house, or just being more persuasive and learning how to negotiate in both your professional and your personal life. Highly recommend checking out this book if you want to level up your negotiation skills. Now, it's written by Chris Voss, who's the FBI's leading hostage kidnapping negotiator who takes you inside the world of high-stakes negotiation with bank robberies, and he applies this to real-world business negotiation scenarios. So if you're interested in it, you can actually listen to this audiobook completely for free just by signing up to Audible using my link at audibletrial.com/Alvin the PM. Alright, so my afternoons vary depending on the day, and I'll usually have 1 or 2 more meetings to touch base with other people in my projects. Right now, I am managing at least 3 projects as well as an entire portfolio of projects, so it's very important for me to touch base with our key stakeholders and to continuously evaluate our project's health to make sure that we stay on track to hit our upcoming milestones. Now this afternoon, I only have 1 more meeting left, and that is to lead another team huddle for another project that I'm managing. Alright, so my meeting just ended, and I have the remaining time in the afternoon to focus on my work. Since I am managing several projects all at once, I'm going to spend the next 2 hours or so reviewing our project's plan using Microsoft Project. I'll also be going into our organization's online project management software to update our project and also to make sure that everything is accurate. It's about 3 p.m. already and I'm a little bit hungry, so let's head on downstairs to grab a quick snack. So in terms of my role as a project manager, I am not the technical expert of all the work that's being completed on the project. While I do have an engineering background, I no longer perform the engineering work itself. I represent our entire team, and I need to understand at a high level what's taking place so that I can communicate effectively to leadership and to all of our stakeholders. So it's very important for me to identify issues with our team and know how to escalate this to leadership or to find ways to resolve these kinds of issues so that they don't derail our project even further. So for example, there could be issues with resource availability in our team, and we may not have the lead engineer available to support that kind of work. And if this activity is on the critical path, and if I know ahead of time, then I can communicate to leadership and we can replan our entire project schedule so that we can evaluate our project resources and take this into consideration. Alright, so I just finished eating my snack, so let's head on back upstairs to my desk and let's get back to work. Alright, cool. So right now, I am reviewing the RAID logs for one of my projects. If you're just getting started into project management, and just some advice from my end, for each project that I manage, I like to keep separate RAID logs so that I can keep track of a project's risks, actions, issues, and key decisions or dependencies that need to be made. It's all stored in one Excel file, and that allows me to see very quickly where are we at any given moment, and it's something that I can review with the team during our weekly project huddles. It's about 5 p.m. and we were able to get a lot of work done.